Well, hello there, YouTubers. Casting some lead sinkers, but to start with, I'm making some ingots to make things easier. Started out with some lead weights. These were actually weights in a university chemical lab. They're big, heavy door weights, more or less, or sliding chemical doors. So they're quite big. I mean, you can see that's every bit of, I don't know, 2.5 by 2.5, so forth. It is pure lead. There is no steel in them or anything like that. Of course, I got my do-it molds over here that when I'm doing my sinkers. Let me throw this glove on here. Oh, all right, got over here, got the flame going, and as you can see, melting lead. I've already done those ingots so far. Just dropped. I've been cutting these up into pieces, probably about half that size, so that it's not too much for the pot. It's a 10-pound pot. There's a ladle, and as you can see, it's got stuff floating on top. So we're just go around here and skim all this stuff up, just impurities and so forth, before I go do a pour. In fact, I think I'm going to drop one more of those weights in here, so I get a full pot, because it's not a full pot right now. Big thing is, whenever you're handling the lead and everything, wear gloves. Of course, you're not supposed to have any type of lead contact with your hand, but I mean, if you're fishing, in all reality, you're touching the sinkers. What's the difference, right? And we know in the state of California, everything causes cancer. Well, this is in California, this is Alabama. So we'll take and just set that in there, let that melt. I'm going to have to get a new grate. I picked up a barbecue grate for the burner. Problem is, it's got cherry red and it's actually bent down, but it is locked on each side, so it's not going to collapse. But I'm still going to get a heavier grate for that. Already poured these here, so they're cool. This one I just poured a little bit ago. In fact, I'm getting ready to turn it over and release them. The benefit of lead is, like any other metal, it shrinks. So that when usually it'll come out of a mold, you won't need a release agent, but I mean, it's not going to hurt to have one. Just don't use oil or something like that. As you can see, every one of them released, no problem at all. And damn, it's damn hot. We'll go stick this on this here, let that cool off. Obviously, it takes quite a while to do. And as you can see, perfect little ingot for melting down when I'm ready to start doing the sinkers, instead of having to use those extremely large lead weights. So that's pretty much it for the smelting of the ingots. It'll make things a lot easier when I want to do small quantities, large quantities, so forth. Just drop them in, let them melt down, so forth. It's faster to melt a smaller piece of lead than obviously one huge one. As you can see, that's already starting to melt. I do not have a thermometer, so I can't tell the temp on this, but basically what I do is I adjust the more or less the setting, the amount of fuel, propane, to the burner, and if I start to see it start to turn golden color, the lead, then it's too hot and it's burning. As you can see, it's a nice silver to it. As long as it's a good silver color and it's melting, you're within the specs for your temperatures as far as melting the lead. Oh yeah, another thing I found that makes it a little bit easier is once you do all your pours and everything, leave a ½ inch to an inch of lead in your cauldron, your pot, whatever you're doing, frying pan if you're doing small bits, because that when you go to reheat it, it makes it easier to melt, and once it's melted, dropping the ingots in will make things a lot faster. If you find, one trick that I found, if you're using this style of burner, once you get your air set down there and everything like that, and you got your setting here as far as fuel wise, instead of screwing with this and trying to get it back to where it was, just shut your tank off, okay? One, it needs to be shut off anyways for safety, but if you just shut your tank off, you'll turn around and have it set at the exact setting that you had before by just turning it on and lighting it. So, but that's pretty much it for right now. Just making my ingots. Probably tomorrow I'll make a video as far as pours. Like I said, I'm running two Doits pours. One is an egg pour, has a removable rod for the centerpiece, and then the other one is split shots, which, I mean, the most common thing is split shots. So, alright, well, y'all have fun. I'll talk to you later. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.